Canada could decide any day now if it will reopen its U.S. border or extend the more than year-long shutdown because of the continuing pandemic. Point Roberts, Washington, in particular, has been hard hit by the closure. It's on a peninsula connected to Canada and separated from the U.S. by the Pacific Ocean. Even though it's only had one COVID case, many are worried that Point Roberts could turn into a COVID ghost town. Chris Van Cleve shows us why.
Hi.
This is how Pamela Robertson sees family during the pandemic.
How are you?
6 feet apart and a country away. Pamela in the U.S., her daughter in Canada. Separated by a border that remains closed to all but essential travel, even if the border is just a yellow concrete barrier.
As far as I'm concerned, it's essential. As far as I'm concerned, they should let me in.
But Pamela was turned away by Canadian border guards when she tried to see her dentist about an abscess, an infection that caused the side of her face to swell and could turn into a serious health risk if left untreated.
I asked him what was essential in their eyes, and he said to me, unfortunately, you have to be like dying.
She lives in Point Roberts, a small picturesque seaside town of about 1,100 with sweeping views. Pre-COVID, it would quadruple in size every summer as Canadians flock south of the border. Point Roberts is a bit of a geographical oddity. Lying just south of the 49th parallel, it is a U.S. exclave, part of Washington state, but completely disconnected from the U.S.
Bye, David.
So to get to a dentist, Pamela has to cross the border. Are you frustrated? Are you angry?
I can't be angry because I know that the country is trying their best to keep COVID at bay. I'm just frustrated with the system.
While COVID remains a major concern in neighboring British Columbia, Point Roberts has had only one case in more than a year. Still, this small community has been locked out of essential needs. There's no full-time doctor, there's no dentist, there's no veterinarian, there's not even a pharmacy. You can see why the people who call Point Roberts home are worried it could become a COVID ghost town.
I had 6 customers on Sunday.
How does that compare to a normal Sunday before COVID?
I would have upwards of 30, 40, 60, depending.
Tamara Hansen owns the Saltwater Cafe, the only open restaurant around. 95% of her business is Canadians coming for vacation or crossing the border for lower prices on food and gas. After more than a year with virtually no customers, she's back open in hopes of qualifying for another PPP loan to try to stay afloat until the border reopens. Even though the cafe is underwater, every day its doors are open. Do you worry about having to close the business and walk away?
Yes, I do. I really, I was just working up to some of my best years here. So I do worry.
Virtually all Point Roberts residents are expected to be vaccinated by the end of the month, but Canadian officials aren't budging on the border issue, despite allowing residents from another U.S. exclave, Hyder, Alaska, easy entrance. A spokesperson for Canada's Minister of Public Safety tells CBS News, "We recognize the unique position and hardships faced by the people of Point Roberts." But Congresswoman Susan Delbene, who represents Point Roberts, says that's not enough. If this was happening in almost any other city in the U.S., people would lose their minds.
And folks should be. There are things that can be done that make sure that we are protecting public health and safety and allow people in Point Roberts to move.
So, Congresswoman, why is it so hard to get that done?
I don't know. I wish I could tell you, because I'm going to keep fighting.
Pamela Robertson finally got across the border, but only after agreeing to quarantine for 2 weeks under the threat of arrest. Worth it to finally see her dentist and hug her grandkids for the first time in over a year. For CBS This Morning, Chris Van Cleve, Point Roberts, Washington.
Never thought you'd be that desperate to get to the dentist, but I understand,
What a crazy, this is a little bit what we were talking about with Dr. Fauci, right? People are just not always clear on what is practical and commonsensical as we start to come out of this pandemic. It's really tough. It's surreal.
Yeah, beautiful town, but clearly in a geographic dilemma at the moment.
Right.
And as we come out of it, there's still so much work to do.
That's right.
Still so much we don't know what to do, too.